It's out. Top-line results did not meet co-primary endpoints. Study has failed. As expected, did not show significant reduction. Results are disappointing. Loss of cognition in placebo is less pronounced. We are discontinuing refocus. ADAS-Cog, 2.8 for simifalam, 3.2 for placebo. P-value 0.43. Big fail. Huge fail. Not even close. I'm actually surprised it separated that much. 0.4 separation. I mean, that's all she wrote. As expected. And they're stopping the next trial. We'll also be discontinuing open label. Wow. Okay, so it's basically over. It's worse than expected. At least put out mild to moderate or some other subgroups or try something. Guys, F in the chat, please, for Cassava, for Springer. F's in the chat. It's over for these guys, man. I'm sorry. Make sure you subscribe to Godel, GodelTerminal.com. Look at you guys are nuts. I'm making a better version of Bloomberg because I'm sick of Bloomberg. I'm sure all you Wall Streeters are sick too. Godel will be far superior to Bloomberg over time, and it's only $60 a month. So right now Bloomberg's $2,500 a month. So it's $60 a month. If you subscribe now, you lock it in forever, that price, which I really probably should stop doing that. But you know what? Cassava failed. I'm feeling good today. I like how Matt and Actrap thought it was because they hired somebody. Yes, we're going to do a conference call tomorrow morning announcing we hired somebody. Who let this guy trade? Take his trading account away. Yeah, respectful for sure for shutting down Refocus. I mean, you have to give them credit for not spinning, and they changed this disclosure? Crazy. Yeah, you could have told right from that. All right, how many millions are you guys going to make today? Where are my baggies at? Any baggies here? Any bag holders? You guys banned me from your chat in Cassava. Your Discord. Banned me. Why? Why would you do that? The one person who could help you. The hedge funds don't want to help you. They want you to lose every dollar you have to them. Why in my right mind do I even want to talk to you guys and warn you? But when I show up to warn you, what do? You scream at me, you curse at me, you make fun of me because I went to jail. I should be like all the other hedge funds. Keep my mouth closed. You know, they yell at me sometimes. They call me up. They call me up and they say, Shkreli, what are you doing? And I said, what are you talking about? And he says, what are you telling these people to get out of the stock for? We need more people to buy it. I said, yeah, but John, I can't let these people just throw away all their money. Like hell you can. John, what? I don't understand. Can't I just be the good guy for once? Listen, Shkreli, you know I have $2 million in your fund. I'm going to fill out this redemption notice now. Give me my money back. That's how it works. They don't want you to know. They want you to stay stupid. I try to give you some advice. 20 years of experience. Made a lot of money in these binary events, man. Some people say I'm the GOAT at it. But you didn't want to hear nothing. Martin Shkreli, I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, I've never done this before. No. Me? Binary event? Martin Shkreli? Not me, not Shkreli. He doesn't know how to play this game. I said I would move to Haiti and bring Nibbles. You know how much I love that cat? Do you know how much I love that cat? That's my little baby girl. I said I would transition to a woman, take estrogen, snip right on live stream. Have the scissors here. I have the scissors right here waiting. Not gonna need them. Bio investor, you know, I'm sorry you lost money, but just listen to people who know what they're doing. Bet a small amount if you haven't done this 100 times. My advice to everybody was not get out of the stock or short it. My advice to the longs was look at your position. If you have 50% of your money in this stock, or 100, whatever it is, 100% of your investment in the stock, and this is your first time investing in biopharma, just do 5%, 10%. That's my advice. Like, why would you go to the poker table and say, this is my first hand of poker, guys? You sit down, you're playing poker with everybody. You say, hey, guys, this is my first hand of poker in a casino. Isn't that crazy? They say, you know what? Congratulations. Good luck, man. And you're at a no-limit table. I don't know, this imaginary table with infinite buy-in. And you take out the chips, and you're like, it's like, everyone's looking at you like, it's like 600 grand of chips, dude. What are you doing? And you're like, yeah, it's my first hand. And some of the guys talking to each other, this is a joke or something? And they deal the cards out. Fold, fold, fold. Comes the guy with the 600. He goes, all in. Everyone's looking at him like, you sure this is the right idea? You sure you're doing this right, bro? You took out your entire stack and throw it all in your first poker hand. Anybody who saw this would say that was the craziest thing you've ever seen. But you do it in the stock market. You think it's smart. It's the first drug stock you've ever traded. And you go all in. You deserve to lose all your money. You deserve it. I don't feel bad for you. That's called greed. That's called disrespect. You disrespect me when you do stuff like that. I said, just do 5%, man, you know? That's what I would do. So my first poker hand, I would just throw in $100. That's not even 5%. That's like 0.00001%. You ever play poker in the casino or blackjack? Do you go with $800,000 from your checking account, your savings account, your life savings, your mortgage, your house? No, you go with $5. You say, I'm going to have some fun. But guess what? Your odds of winning were 0. But you went all in. You could have put $5 down, $10 down, $25 down, because that's what you do at Vegas. But you come here and think, oh, this isn't Vegas. I'm smarter than all these guys and their fancy buildings and private jets and analysts and doctors and PhDs on staff. Yeah, I can do this. I have a Robinhood account. And you buy 50K or 100K, and that's like half your net worth or whatever. Just go do something fun at least. Go play poker or sports bet or horse racing or something like that. Shoot CeeLo with the gangsters in Flatbush Avenue. I do that sometimes. You learn all kinds of things about rap music and black culture you wouldn't understand otherwise. I'll even give you the spot. When I get into something, some new thing, I limit my risk because I don't know what it is. I don't know. Right? So if I start something, this is Shkreli, I got a great retailer for you to trade. I say, I don't really know anything about retail. They say, oh, just do it. It's going to make a ton of money. So, okay. Dutch Bros. Here's me typing in BROS. Okay, it's a coffee company. I'm reading 10Q. Velociraptoring it. Okay. Buy 63 shares. Click. That's my max loss, $2,500. 0.00001% of my wealth. But you? No, fall in. I seen everything. My first drug stock. I want in. You guys got nothing on me. Am I done yapping? Someone ban this guy, 𝗟𝗓𝗘. The whole point of this live stream is me yapping. You understand that? Ban this man. Are you done yapping? This is my... No, I'm going to let somebody else start talking. Just give me a minute. Special guest, Joe Springer. People come here to listen to me yap. You're right. You know what? I'm talking too much. Let me let somebody else speak. Okay, this is the wrong kind of music. This is the wrong kind of music for this event. By the way, if you made any money on this, sign up for Godel Terminal. This is a financial information terminal that I built. My amazing colleagues. On this terminal, you do get free stock picks from me. So you can message me anytime you want, and I'm happy to chat with you on it. It's a lot cheaper than Bloomberg. We're making it just as good or better. A lot of other professional traders on there I get a lot of ideas from. So yeah, sign up. It's a really great service. And the first month's free. And we're going to raise the price because that's what I do. I love raising prices. And you lock in your price for life. So check it out. It also works exactly the same way as Bloomberg. So it's backwards compatible with the legacy system. I mean, if you haven't figured out Bloomberg's legacy by now. Bloomberg really fell behind things like AI and backtesting and stuff like that. And we were building all that stuff. The Mayor Bloomberg is a hero of mine, but he's so rich, he's just doesn't have the interest anymore. You know, eventually we're going to move to usage-based pricing. So yeah, all of you that got this wrong, here's what I want you to do. It's a couple of textbooks you should read. Just ask ChatGPT, what are the best statistics textbooks? Okay? Here's what you do. What to do if you are a SAVA baggie. 1. Get a BAGGIES inhibitor. 2. Buy statistics textbook. 3. Buy chemistry textbook. 4. Buy biology textbook. Buy pharmacology textbook. Read the books. Stop gamble. That's my guide. That's my Cassava baggie guide. I don't know about BAGGIES inhibitor. I mean, bagatonin. You know, you may suffer from bagatonin, in which case you want a bagatonin reuptake inhibitor. But there's BAGGIES, there's bagamine. There's a lot of different things you may be suffering from. I can't prescribe you just yet. I have to go into your head a little bit more. But probably the most important one is number 7. Stop gambling. Just stop gambling. You think you're investing. You're gambling, right? You're just gambling. I'd be nicer if the Cassava people weren't so mean and hurting my feelings. My feelings. Do you know how much my feelings were hurt? When you said, what do you know? You're a felon. Yes, I did. I did allegedly, according to the jury, commit 3 out of the 8 felonies I was charged with. That is true. That is true. President Trump is also a convicted felon. He's our president. So if he can be president and be a convicted felon, I'm pretty sure I can outsmart you and do the same. Let's get off Wall Street bets. Stop. Just do yourself a favor. Unclick the Wall Street bets link. Just no way they closed the Discord? I don't believe that. Has anyone confirmed they closed the Discord? I think he's just banned. May as well delete the Discord. SAVA won't be around much longer. They must have banned him. Yikes. Oh, it's trading. Trading at 11. I can short at 11. I'd be happy to. Shorting at 9. 840. Easy short at 840. 750. 5. 520. 450. 420.
I'd now like to turn the call over to Eric Schoen, Chief Financial Officer of Cassava Sciences.
Because the Rethink ALZ data are so new to us, there are still a tremendous amount that we don't know. That is why we are not taking questions after our remarks today. Now I would like to hand the call over to Rick Barry. Rick?
Thank you, Eric, and good morning, everyone. Earlier today, we released the top-line results from our Phase 3 Alzheimer's disease study called Rethink ALZ. As outlined in our press release, the study failed to meet each of its pre-specified co-primary endpoints, as well as its secondary endpoints and exploratory plasma biomarker endpoints. When I joined the management team of Cassava, I told our investors, our trial investigators, our patients, and their loved ones that we would be transparent with our communications as we move forward. We said that we would be forthcoming with our data and release it, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. We are living up to that commitment today, although this is by no means the news we were hoping for. We took careful measures to enroll patients with mild to moderate Alzheimer's. Despite that, the loss of cognition in the placebo group was less pronounced than was previously reported in other placebo-controlled studies in AD. We're working to understand this better. The results are disappointing for patients and their families who are living with this disease and physicians who've been looking for novel treatment options. A result like this has implications on our second phase 3 trial, ReFocus. We have made the difficult decision to discontinue ReFocus ALZ given the nature of today's results. Complete 52-week data set will be available from the study along with a large portion of 76-week data. We intend to report detailed analyses of both studies in the future. We will also be discontinuing the open label extension study. We have a special gratitude for the patients and their families and caregivers who participated in our clinical program for AD. We are also immensely grateful to our employees, study investigators, and site coordinators, as well as our other partners for their commitment to this program. I'm now going to ask Dr. 𝗕𝗢𝗄𝐢𝐜𝐻, our Chief Medical Officer, to share what we have learned from our data. Jim?
Thanks, Rick. Next, I will take you through a few slides related to the study and its results. On this slide, you can see a summary of the study design. It's a very high-level summary of much of the detail that's provided on clinicaltrials.gov. The study is conducted in 2 segments, a screening period and a treatment period. And what you see on the slide is on the left-hand side, some of the key inclusion criteria. This first segment was 60 days in length in which we screened patients to determine whether or not they could be enrolled in the study. In this segment, subjects had to meet the protocol-specified inclusion criteria and not meet the exclusion criteria. This ensured that they had mild to moderate dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. Once they were enrolled in the study, they were randomized to either simufilam or placebo, as you can see in the second box. It was a 1-to-1 randomization, so 50% were on the active drug and 50% were on placebo. With regards to endpoints, at the end of the study, our independent biostatisticians analyzed the data based on a pre-specified analytical plan. The co-primary endpoints were the ADAS-Cog12 and the ADCS-ADLs. The ADAS-Cog12 is a 12-item cognitive subscale of the Alzheimer's Disease Assessment Scale. The other scale, which looks at activities of daily living, is a functional assessment of patients, and this was created by the Alzheimer's Disease Cooperative Study. The co-primary endpoints were the change in cognition and function from baseline to the end of the double-blind period at week 52. As you can see from the chart, we also had other secondary endpoints and exploratory plasma biomarkers. On this slide, I've summarized the baseline characteristics of the study participants. Participants had a mean age of about 74 years, and about 55% of subjects were women. When study enrollment was completed, about 60 to 62% of subjects had mild dementia defined by a Mini-Mental State Exam, or MMSE, in the range of 21 to 27, while the rest of the study participants had moderate dementia. The 2 co-primary endpoints were analyzed using the intent-to-treat population dataset. For the cognitive assessment using the ADAS-Cog12, patients randomized to simufilam showed a 0.39-point reduction in their overall mean score. Although this change is moving in the direction of improvement, it did not reach statistical significance with a p-value of 0.43. For the assessment of functional ability using the ADCS-ADL
Placebo
scale,
beat the
patients
drug?
randomized to simufilam showed a 0.51-point increase in their overall mean
Placebo
score.
beat the
Again,
drug.
although this change is moving in the direction of improvement, it did not reach statistical significance with a p-value of 0.40.
Did he say that right?
Not shown here, top-line analysis
I don't think he
of the
said it
mild
right.
and moderate subgroups
I think he said it wrong.
likewise did not demonstrate statistical significance at week 52 for either the ADAS-Cog12 or the ADLs.
Oh, the mild to moderate isn't real. What did you think?
This chart summarizes the adverse events.
Who would have
Adverse events
thought?
were fairly well balanced and slightly more common in the simufilam group, 71% in simufilam-treated patients, and 68% for patients receiving placebo. This chart shows the most frequent adverse events observed in more than 4% of patients. In general, there is a balance of adverse events between the two groups, except for dizziness, which is noted on this slide, 5.3% versus 0.3%. Therefore, based on all the safety data from the RETHINK-ALZ study, we believe that simufilam continues to demonstrate an overall favorable safety profile. Now I'll hand the call back to Rick.
That's
Rick?
it?
Thank you, Jim. To recap, today we announced that the top-line results from the phase 3 RETHINK-ALZ study of simufilam in mild to moderate AD did not meet the co-primary, secondary, or exploratory biomarker endpoints. Simufilam continued to demonstrate an overall favorable safety profile. We took careful measures to enroll patients with mild to moderate AD. Despite that, the loss of cognition in the placebo group was less pronounced than was previously reported in other placebo-controlled studies in AD. The results are disappointing for our patients and their families who are living with this disease and physicians who've been looking for novel treatment options. Cassava will continue to review all of the data and evaluate next steps. We plan to share the detailed results at a future medical meeting. We are most thankful, of course, to the patients, their loved ones, and the investigators who participated in this trial and worked so hard with the hope of finding a new treatment for this deadly disease. Also, we are extremely grateful to our employees. Our clinical team has worked for more than 3 years on this program. Many of the Cassava team members are here because they've personally witnessed the devastation of Alzheimer's in their own families. We remain focused on the interests of Cassava shareholders and are committed to enhancing shareholder value. Cassava is well capitalized with approximately $149 million in cash and cash equivalents as of the end of third quarter 2024. We hope the information we have gathered can ultimately be used to benefit ongoing research in AD, with the aim of making a difference for Alzheimer's patients and their loved ones. Thank you for joining our call today. Operator, that concludes our prepared remarks.
Thank you, everyone, for joining today. This concludes today's conference call. You may now disconnect.
Well, that's it. It's about as bad as it gets. If you want to see the next Cassava, make sure you sign up for GoodL, goodlterminal.com, and chat with me on there all day long. If you sign up for GoodL, I work for you. And it's also a taste of what professionals use on Wall Street, much more affordable version of the Bloomberg terminal, but actually works just like the Bloomberg terminal. Anyway, that's really it. Congratulations if you made money with me. If not, next time. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but thank you so much for being there with me and believing in me too. It means a lot.